Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, Rewind That. It's your girl, Miss K. If this is your first time coming across my channel, welcome. Please be sure to subscribe if you like the vibe and hit that notification bell so you know when I upload more videos like this one. Okay guys, so as some of you know, I have missed going live for like the past 2 Fridays, okay, for The Chi, and I was supposed to do a Tuesday live. So because of my schedule, wasn't able to do any of those lives, but what I'm going to do for you is just re-upload the first reaction recap that I usually send to my members, which has already been uploaded for my members, but I'm going to share that with you guys, okay? So my apologies, but at least you get to hear my thoughts on the episode, okay? Here goes. Okay, so this is episode number 14 called Smoke and Mirrors. And the last thing that I saw on the screen was Alicia coming to see Douda, and she was like, sit your A down. He didn't budge. She's like, okay, stand up. You ain't gonna be, standing for long and all of this. And he was like, your son came after me and he missed. And she was like, I shouldn't have sent a boy to do a woman's job. He was like, oh, so you here to finish it? She was like, eventually. So he grabs her by the neck like, I can kill you right now with my bare hands, right? So the next thing you know, there's a blicky pointed at his head, and who is it? It's Shad. And he's like, take your hands off my woman or whatever. And she's like, I got soldiers too. So they're leaving, and I'm like, Shad. All right, so the fact that I saw Shad's face is just, to me, it's bad, okay? Like, it's bad, in my opinion, okay? Y'all already know that I had him on this board where it was like, he's a possible. He's one of the people that might die this season. He's kind of in over his head. He's trusting Alicia too much. He probably doesn't realize how dangerous she is. He's like crediting her to looking out for him and all of this, even to the point where he was talking to Trig as if he forgot that Trig was the one that really looked out for him when he came home from jail. And it was like, instead of sounding more grateful when Trig reminded him, he was like, we keeping tabs now, nigga? And I was talking to the TV like, no, ain't nobody keeping tabs, but you seem to be needing a reminder right now, the way you talking. He over there trying to talk, oh, I'm not the one with the ankle bracelet. Like, bro, you was literally just in this situation, minus the ankle bracelet. But remember, you couldn't get a job. You didn't have a place to stay. You still don't have a place to stay. So it's like, he just has a lot of nerve right now. I'm just kind of feeling this weirdness with Shad. Like, I still see, the same kind of personality that he came on the show with, but there are some things changing. He's starting to, I think, smell himself a little more. Okay, so like I said, back to the fact that Douda saw his face, and he knows who he is too, because he offered him a job before and he refused. Okay, so he could be next on Douda's list. All right, so that's something to definitely look out for. That final scene to me didn't make much sense. Nothing was really spoken about except for the fact that she just basically let it be known, like, your days are pretty much numbered. And it was just like, huh? I mean, I just don't understand the whole point. Like, it was stupid, y'all. And they hardly gave Alonzo's death any kind of like screen time. Like, they really didn't give it much attention. Like, the whole episode practically went by before they said something about Alonzo. I think we were in like the half mark of the episode, maybe, if that. Maybe I'm wrong, I don't know. But I just remember them taking so long to say something about Alonzo. And, I was like, okay, so all I know is they said a little something about Alonzo, and that was Alicia and the judge. And then the judge, they started talking about getting Trig off. So we see that Alicia was able to get Trig off, which was great. All right. So we didn't need Alonzo, but it was just kind of stupid for him to die, especially if we're not even gonna really talk about this. Like, there's no aftermath, like nothing. What was he even brought on for? Like, that was dumb. We didn't get to see Rob's reaction, nothing. Okay, but then we get this new character played by Jackie Long, right? I think that's Jackie Long. And he's like the older dude that had some dealings with Damien. You know, this is Darnell's other son, and he's back and he's waiting outside for him. Like, you owe me. I went to jail for your son for 6 years, da da da. So now Darnell goes to Smokey's to meet with Emmett to let him know, like, yo, your brother got into some trouble, you know, a while back, and I owe this dude now. Okay, so he gets him a job as a janitor. Now, the thing about it is that Damien was being a lookout while they was robbing the store. So it's like he doesn't even seem like that kind of kid. So to get wrapped up in that was really weird. But, you know, when Emmett tried to say something about it, because he was like, he don't even seem like no street nigga or whatever. And like, why would he do that or whatever? And so Darnell was like, look at you talking. I know you're not talking about the stuff that you just tried to do, you know, because Emmett ain't no street dude either, but he literally tried to delete Duda. So anyway, guys, so the guy is telling Damien that he's going to make his life a living hell there, because Damien was trying to tell him, listen, you haven't said nothing to me all day. I really feel bad about what happened and stuff. And the guy was like, listen, I only took that bid because your father told me that you was going to amount to something, you know, because he was a lot older than him. I said that already. And he was like, well, you know, I took a year off of high school and stuff, and I'm trying to figure out what I want to do. I like numbers, da, da, da. And he was like, that's it. Like, you know, just not satisfied. And then Damien said, listen, I do feel bad about what happened, but I'm not going to let you make me feel bad about it every day. And he was like, oh, yes, you are, because I'm here to make your life hell. And I was like, oh gosh, like, here we go. Y'all bringing in another person to be a villain. Like, we already got Duda that we got to deal with, okay? We don't need somebody else coming in trying to antagonize this little boy. Like, come on, kick rock. Somebody hurry up and get him in and out, okay? Clap up, wrap up, all right? I don't mean it like that. I'm not trying to say to kill him, but he got to go. He got to go already. I like Jackie Long, by the way. But anyway, he got to go, okay? So let's move on to more Duda, okay? So Professor Gardner goes to see Duda, comes to find out they went to high school together. So he's pretty comfortable about the things that he's saying to him, but Duda gets a little upset, like, you think you know me and stuff, nigga, just because we went to high school together. But yeah, he does know you, because clearly you have not changed your spots. You know what I'm saying? So you still was a bully in high school, and now you after these youngins who got the same type of bully mentality as you did, and you're turning them into your little street soldiers. And I'm here to ask you, can you please let Bakari go, because he has so much potential. But he was just like, get out, you know? He's like, I need him as a soldier, get out, da da da. So when Bakari goes back to the school, Professor Gardner was like, we're going to have to pump the brakes on this a little bit. And, you know, that's when he reveals that he paid a visit to Duda. He was like, Bakari's like, why would you do that? And he was like, you know, I thought that I could help. I thought that I could get him to let you go. And he was like, it's not that easy. This is my choice, da da da. And so, you know, the bottom line is that, you know, everyone is concerned for Bakari's safety, okay? And Bakari is saying, look, it should be my choice, okay? And Professor is worried that if something happens to Bakari, he feels like it's going to be blood on his hands. But that's not true. You know what I'm saying? Like, you just met him. Bakari was already in this situation. It really has nothing to do with you, but I understand where he's coming from, right? But it's not going to be your fault. But I get it. It's worth a try to stop it. But after that, there's really nothing you can do. You know what I'm saying? It's just a sad situation. But Bakari was saying, like, if you don't help me, I'm gonna die anyway, you know? So as much as I talk about this every week about being fearful about Bakari, let's skip over that and let me just say that they keep pushing that, right? They keep pushing it so much, shoving it down our throats, that it's inevitable that something's gonna happen to Bakari, to the point where I'm actually wondering, is it? Like, because y'all making it too obvious that something's gonna happen to him. You know what I mean? Like, we don't gotta see, like, the hints every freaking week. You know, and then that picture that Maisha took of him, it was very eerie to me. You know, and so I'm just like, I wonder if the writers are doing this on purpose, right? To just kind of keep us on edge, and then they're gonna do like a little fake at the end and just like nothing really does happen to him. I don't know, you know, but it's just being shoved down our throats a little too much at this point. You know what I mean? So I'm going to move on. So now, Trig, he's kind of paranoid, and we see him like dreaming and just having all these thoughts in his head, but he's trying to sleep and everything. And then his little brother comes knocking on the door to check on him, and he got the blicky on him, he pointed it as soon as he opened the door. And I'm like, whoo, that's mad dangerous. So he was like, boy, and Jake is like, I just came to check on you, da da da. So he's trying to, just check on his brother's well-being. He sees that he doesn't need to be left alone. He's in no state of mind for that. So he's like, can I have a Halloween party here? So it's Halloween in the Shy Guys, and it is snowing. All right. So later on, we do see that there is a party going on. Trig got all these freaking rules. Nobody could smoke, no loud music, and like, what kind of party are you trying to make them have, Trig? What the heck? So anyway, who goes to the party? Tatiana, okay? And we see that Papa pulls up as well, and he's like, what the heck is she doing here, So we know Papa goes to Hallelujah night as well, and of course they want to collect money there, trying to act like it's for some type of school, yet we see the pastor breaking Papa off a little piece of change as well. And Papa sees, he's like, I thought this was for the school, and he's like, oh, we have to pay ourselves first. And it's like, can't you see, Papa? Stop being stupid. Can't you see that this man is just pimping the gospel? Like, just open your eyes. That's all I need, right? But then Papa starts to ask him about, how much do you trust your wife and all of this? And he was like, as far as I could throw her. Papa was like, how far is that, And the pastor was just like, okay, it's time for you to go home now, okay, young brother, because you in my business too much. All right, so let's move on to Nuck, If You Book, and freaking Emmett and freaking Keisha, okay? So Nuck shows up to take his son trick-or-treating without calling nobody, without asking nobody, no nothing, okay? And he goes out trick-or-treating with them, and the baby was, I guess, crying because there wasn't the candy that he wanted at at one of the houses. And so Nuck is like, oh, we about to give him that candy that he want. Matter of fact, I'm about to Instacart it right now or whatever. And so Emmett was like, we don't do that. And Nuck is like, listen, if my son wants it, I'm going to get it for him. So then Nuck was like, Keisha, go ahead. I'm sorry, not Nuck. Emmett was like, Keisha, go on ahead. I got to talk to Nuck real quick. So Emmett is like, listen, I'm not trying to have any confrontation or nothing with you, but we're not trying to raise our kids like that. Like, he cannot be entitled and a brat. And Nuck is over there talking about something, well, if white people could walk around like that, then why can't my son, and all of it. And it's like, Nuck, you need to pump your brakes, bro. Like, I'm so excited that he's happy and he wants to make up for lost times and everything. And everything that comes out of his mouth is my son, my son, my son. But it's like, bro, you got to kind of get with the program here. Like, they've been raising him already, even though he's only like 1 or something like that, 1.5 maybe. But they've been raising him. And so you kind of got to have a sit down and get on board with what's going on and how they are doing things. You cannot just come in and put your own little spin on things because you feel like that's what you want to do. So yeah, it's definitely a serious conversation to be had because they're going to keep on bumping heads, and that's not cool. Okay. And of course, every time Keisha says something, Nuck, he pulls back or whatever, but when Emmett say something, he be trying to be like, man, get out of here. So then later on, we see Emmett is not there, and Nuck is sitting there at the table, and the kids are playing, and he asked Keisha how he was doing, and she was like, well, he's been good. He hasn't had a flare-up or nothing like that. And he was like, I didn't even know I had it. And she was like, most people don't. And he was like, I think he said he feels bad or something like that, or something about, do you wish I wasn't his father? But one thing she said was, it's not your fault. That's what she said. The fact that he's a carrier. And the thing that she forgot to say was, I'm a carrier too, because that's the only way that the baby could have sickle cell. Both of the parents have to be a carrier. So she kind of missed that part. Like, boo, it's not your fault. I'm a carrier too. Like, I was waiting for her to say it, but like, she didn't say nothing. I'm like, it's both of y'all. So take that pressure off of him, right? Relieve him of that pressure right now, because it's both of y'all, okay? So anyway, he was like, do you regret that I'm his father? And she was like, no, and she was like, not like that in a romantic way, but I'm happy that his father is someone that I loved and, that I know and loved. And he was like, oh, so you don't love me no more? And she was like, not like that, and he's like, all right. So he gets a call and he has to leave. Okay. So let's jump over to her mother, Nina, who now LaPortia, she's spending time with LaPortia. I'm not sure if they was watching scary movies or what, but it seems like on everybody's TV, be in this episode with some scary movies going on. So that's pretty much the theme. So, LaPortia is over here talking about some, you should be happy. You ain't got no kids and everything. Live your life, da-da-da-da. And Nina's like, I don't want to rush anything and stuff. And LaPortia is saying, she was basically saying that she didn't want to be a rebound and everything. But at the same time, it's like, you sought her out. And, you knew that she broke up with her wife. She got a divorce or whatever. I don't know. I don't even know if they got a divorce yet. But you knew that she separated from her wife and you still sought her out. And now you trying to say something about not wanting to feel like a rebound and everything. And there was something she said I don't remember, but it was kind of annoying to me. And it was like, all right, if you felt that way, then you really shouldn't have bothered her. Because I think like Nina was trying to say, I don't want to rush things. Like, I'm still grieving my relationship, and I think LaPortia was kind of giving off this thing like she didn't really want to wait that long. And it's like, well, girl, you came to my house and you told me when I'm ready to call you and this and that. I mean, you might as well just turn around right now, because you coming on a little too freaking strong for me. Okay. So real quick, we're going to move on, and Quincy done cheated on DeAndre, found himself somebody, all because of what? I don't understand it, because he still wants to keep ties with Duda. I don't know. And then we got the other chick, she done learned sign language that quick, talking about Roz. She done learned sign language that quick, and I already forgot the girl's name that's supposed to be Dom's cousin that Roz is dealing with now. But she's like, I want to protect you. So she want to get a blicky from Duda. So we saw that. And I think I want to talk about just one more thing, and then we're going to get up out of here. Oh, okay. So yeah, the relationship between Tierra and Marcus is definitely on the rocks. It looks like, she wanted him to stay with her for the night, but he wanted to go out with the boys for a little while. It don't even seem like he was out that long. But when he came back, she was tripping, like, I can't believe you really left me and all of this and that. And I just feel like there's a shift and all of this stuff. And I'm just like, girl, you are doing a lot. Y'all already seem like y'all spend a lot of time together. So now all of a sudden she's being really, really needy. And I don't know what the heck is going on with her, but whatever. I don't care about that. I don't know why they have that one there. I literally do not care about her or Marcus like that. I don't. So that's a wrap for me, guys. Let me know what you guys thought about this episode. Okay, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Please make sure you like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already, and hit that notification bell so you know when I upload more videos like this one. Until next time, take care and be blessed, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.